Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to your weekly market analysis. This is analysis for week 11. Week 10 is behind us, and we are to look at what is going to happen in week 11. We hope that market is going to be better. Non-farm payroll is behind us. CPI and PPI, they're all behind us. So we want to see a better trending week this week. Moreover, last week we had a very small trading range, consolidated all through, if you ask me. So nothing really happened significantly last week. You can see how small the candle was. This is dollar index weekly time frame. We actually took out the low that I outlined last week. I told us that I want to see a sweep below this low. We had that. I think that was on Monday or Tuesday. We had that low swept, and we had a pullback after that. And this is where we are at the moment. So what do we expect? Even if this run below this low is shallow, it's enough. It could go beyond it. It could just start rallying higher from here, but our objective is met, as it were. If I were to use our fib tool, our fib tool, let's see, from the low to the high, we've essentially gotten to 62 up to 70.5% retracement, just fell short of it by some pips. We could go lower. I don't expect that to happen. I expect it to consolidate here and then rally higher. That is what I expect to happen. It could take out previous week's low, that's permissible, but it shouldn't close below it. The body of the candle shouldn't close below this low. It could wick through it, but it shouldn't close below it. And then I want to see a repel from there. I want to see a rejection from there, and we'll start making higher highs. That's what I want to see. All right. So that's my view for dollar index. Let's look at daily time frame. For daily time frame, we had, this was Monday candle, indecisive. Tuesday created the low of the week after sweeping sell-side liquidity, taking out that low that I outlined, this low here. Did that on Tuesday, and then we had a reversal on Wednesday into Thursday. Then Friday, we traded back. Now, this could be some form of a proportion block, right? If we make this Monday's candle, Tuesday's candle, another block, this could be some form of a proportion block. Now, if price trades above it aggressively and closes above it, perhaps on Monday or Tuesday, if we have that kind of movement, and then it closes above it, then we're ready to go higher. But if we don't see that, and then it keeps going lower, then you may want to take out this low one more time. You may want to, take out this low one more time significantly, but the bodies should not trade below. It should just wick through and then reject sharply. That's what I'm looking at. So what we're looking at is Monday, Tuesday, if we have an aggressive move to the upside and body closes above these relatively equal highs we are seeing here, Thursday and Friday highs, if we see trading activity above it significantly, then we could say that yes, we have done a short-term low or an intermediate-term low here on Tuesday, and we'll start seeing upside objective for the dollar. All right. But if that is not the case, and then we have price that's going down, then you might want to take out this low one more time before any form of reversal. And so that's what I'm looking at for the dollar. That's what I'm looking at for the dollar. I expect that already. I told us that this low, I want to see price straight through it. It did that on Tuesday. So it could start to go lower, or it could decide to reverse from here and go higher. If you ask me, I would say it could want to attempt to run this low one more time again. I think that for me would be pretty much okay. If it does that, I'll be more convinced that yes, our objective has been properly achieved, and then want to see a reversal to the upside, playing at the buy side, liquidity resting here. That's what I'm looking at. All right. So that's about that. Let's go to fiber. So this is the Euro USD chart weekly time frame. The buy side liquidity resting here was also taken off, traded through it on Tuesday, but it's still shallow for me. Does it mean that it must run high again? It may not. This could just be the intermediate term high and to start going lower. Or it could sweep it one more time. For me, I would like it to sweep it one more time higher before we start to sell aggressively. Now, this buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency in the form of FVG, I want to see it as an inversion FVG, break lower and then trade to go lower. That's what I'm anticipating, but this high should be, you should take out the previous week's high again, one more time, just as I expect that dollar should run the buy side, the sell side liquidity, taking out previous week's low. So if that happens, it will give room for this to run previous week's high, and then before you expect a retracement or reversal, as it were. All right, daily time frame, what do we have? Daily time frame, we have, so this was Monday. Tuesday took out the relatively core highs here, and then we had a reversal or retracement from Wednesday to Thursday, and then Friday there was another bullish movement. So could this be to go higher, take out this? I expect that to happen. That's what I'm expecting to happen. If that happens and it runs the buy side liquidity significantly, then that would be a long-term sell to take out these lows and then trade to our long-term objective that we outlined some months ago. So that's for that. The next is GBP USD. Let's look at weekly time frame. So weekly time frame, we had same thing. We ran out previous week's high, traded to, this is another inversion FVG here, it traded to. So that could hold price as support, resistance rather. This is also an old low here that price has traded to. So this area where price is, this is where I want to see a reversal. That's what I want to see. I want to see a reversal from this point. So once dollar starts to move bullishly, this pair will start to move bearishly. On daily time frame, what do we have? We had Monday here, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday created a high. So we had SMT divergence between fiber and cable. Fiber created a lower high where at the same time where cable created a higher high. So Tuesday was a high of the week for fiber, or it was Wednesday that was a high of the week for cable. So we had SMT divergence between cable and fiber. This is where we are at the moment, Thursday, Friday. The new day started, new trading day started already because of the time of the day. So this is it. We have buy side liquid imbalance, sell side inefficiency here. We have order block here. I'm expecting price to start to trade lower for this pair, okay? Even if fiber might want to rally higher, take out, declare that high, this might just start going lower. That's also very much okay. The next is AUD USD. AUD USD weekly time frame is consolidating here because it has traded to that monthly CB, and you see the reaction here, respecting the discount level of the CB. See, the body is respecting it. So it might stall here, and then when dollar resumes its bullish movement, this will aggressively starts to sell. It will aggressively starts to sell. Same thing for Kiwi. Same thing for Kiwi. Want to see aggressive movement to the downside. For our Luni USD card, for USD card, I told us that this movement here took out buy side liquidity, but I'm not very convinced that that would be all for the movement higher. I want to see it go higher again. Well, of course, it's allowing dollar to trade lower to those objectives that are outlined. And for me, I feel that we've really want to achieve that objective, the price should start to rally higher. So monthly time frame, it has swept. You can see the buy side liquidity that is swept on monthly time frame. I want to see it go higher one more time. Okay, I want to see it go higher because I expect dollar to rally. Since dollar is the base currency in this pair, I want to see it rally higher, significantly higher to sweep this buy side liquidity, create another all-time high for this pair. That's what I'm anticipating. Daily time frame, what do we have? Daily time frame, it consolidated throughout last week. Nothing significant happened here. So the moment dollar starts to rally, it will give momentum, give room for this to rally higher. USD JPY. Let's look at weekly time frame. Weekly time frame, I told us I wanted to see this low swept. It has done that. In fact, I think it failed this FVG. It didn't give a little space. But I think that's all for USD JPY. I want to see upside objective for USD JPY. Upside objective is what I'm looking at. And for daily time frame, for me, I think it has started this. Let's look at 4 hours. See 4 hours. Good. Structure has been broken to the upside. It traded back to order block, and we're seeing expansion to the upside. FVG traded to order blocks high, traded to. So I want to see it rally higher to attack this buy side liquidity and then this. So for 4 hours, it has already resumed its bullish movement. We want to see it maintain this as dollar starts to also rally higher. Let's look at USD CHF. USD CHF weekly time frame. This is where we are. I'm really not comfortable with this. I think it might still go lower. It might still go lower. It might still go lower for this pair. I want to see this low taken out. That's my anticipation. Why? Because of what happened 2 weeks ago. I want to see this low violated. So another movement lower to the downside is what I'm expecting. It has created a FVG here, the low of this candle to the high of this candle. So it could trade, take out the previous week's high and then trade lower. That's what I'm expecting for this. That's what I'm expecting for this, okay? This pair, I want to see it trade lower. I'm expecting this low to be violated. That's what I'm expecting. So something like trading up to this other block here and then rejecting sharply to take out this low and then trade to this efficiency and then other block. That's what I'm expecting. So trade up and then rally lower to this area. If that happens, then I know that yes, we've achieved our M. This low, I want to see this low violated. So maybe Monday, Tuesday rally, then declines from Wednesday to sweep this liquidity below and then trade to this area of inefficiency. Let's go to our indices. For indices, it's been bearish. That's taken out this liquidity. Told us I want to see that happen. That's happened. When did it do that? Daily time frame. Did that on Monday. Just went through, traded through it, and this is where we are. Is this reversal for me? Let's go back to weekly time frame. We have another block here. Other block is here. So it could stall here for a while. It could consolidate here for a while. I'm still of the opinion that these equal highs should be taken out. So if it stalls here for a while, that could then later on aggressively goes higher to take out this buy side liquidity. Nasdaq, same thing that's traded to the other block, swept liquidity here. It could stall here for a while before any bullish movement to the upside. US 30 traded to the other block as well. The liquidity I outlined has been swept. That's traded to the other block. So we want to see a reaction from here. This buy side liquidity here is too clean, relatively equal highs. The liquidity is resting there. I want to see price trade higher to take it out. So this other block should hold price as some form of support to send price higher to sweep this. So I'm still expecting bullish movement for the indices. Gold. I told us I want to see this high taken out. You can see that that's done that. What's the high? We have 3,000. Yes, so finally we've gotten our 3,000. I told us I want to see 3,000 ounces of gold. We've gotten that last week. What day did it do that? It did that on Thursday. Yes, that was on Thursday. It did that on Thursday. It did that on Thursday. So the moment dollar starts to rally, then this will start to decline. I told us I want to see this high violated. It has done that on Thursday. So our objective has been met. So immediately dollar starts to rally, this will give room to a decline. Okay, let's look at 4 hours time frame if there's any break of structure to the downside. Let's see. Nothing for now. Even 1 hour, no significant break of structure. I won't want to. This is just liquidity sweep here. I don't want to take this as a break of structure for 1 hour. So if aggressively breaks this low, then we'll say yes, a break of structure has occurred, and then maybe create some form of FVG. That will be a sell scenario to attack this sell side liquidity resting here and all these internal range liquidity as well. But the objective I outlined, the 3,000 ounces of gold has been met. So if it starts to reverse from there, I don't have a problem with that. Moreover, technically speaking, dollar also has also gotten to our discount area that I outlined. So if it starts to reverse and starts to buy for dollar, this will give room for gold to sell. Gold to sell. All right, Bitcoin, what happened in Bitcoin? Bitcoin has been declining. We had a little retracement last week, but it took out liquidity here. If you measure this, it respected the 50% of this, the consequent encroachment of this FVG. So I also told us that I want to see it create a higher high. So this is just a pullback that will begin another leg of expansion to take out the previous high it made and create a new high. So I'm of the opinion that we will trade higher for Bitcoin, all right? What will change the narrative? If it breaks lower and disregards this FVG, closes below it by way of its body, then I think we are done for now, and we want to see, we'll start seeing downside objective. But I'm still of the opinion that we might still sweep this high again one more time. I'm very much convinced that we'll still do that because for me, this is too clean. If I want to send price higher, the 110,000 price level is what I'm anticipating that price is going to sweep it, all right? It's going to sweep it into 112, all right? That's my anticipation for BTC. So that's it for this week. I expect the dollar to perhaps take out this previous week's low, then before it reverses. I expect fiber to do same, to take out previous week's high before it reverses for a sell. This is what I expect. Trade higher, take out this high convincingly before it starts to sell. For GBP, it could consolidate here. It may necessarily not take out previous week's high. It could consolidate. Even if it takes it out, might not be significant, all right? It might not be, with momentum. Just a little brush above it could be okay. But I feel that it could still just consolidate and start to go lower. That's also very much permissible. So that's it for the analysis. We expect that dollar should take out previous week's low and then rally higher. I could just rally higher from there. We'll expect a reversal. Basically, that's what we expect. A reversal to the upside for dollar. We expect a reversal for the sell side for GBP, for Euro, for Aussie, for Kiwi. We expect bullish movement for USD CAD, USD JPY, but bearish movement for USD CHF, okay, or consolidation, because I expect that low to be violated. And our indices, of course, want to see it respect that bullish order block and then start to rally. For gold, if dollar starts to rally, then gold will decline. Of course, our objective for gold has been met. So if it starts to decline, I have no problem with that. Thank you very much. I'll see you guys next weekend for another episode of our weekly market analysis.